I am today with my trusty JX-3P synthesizer and the new program I've written called JP Patches. And I'm going to show you how to load patches into the JP Patches software and then over to the synth. So up here you'll notice 3 tabs. These are the active bank tabs in the software. And then I'll click over to Library where I have sets of tones and sequences that I've saved. So I'm going to load my sounds. Spills is my last name. I have to go over here and hit load, and that dumps these tones, this library set of tones, into the CD banks over here. So I'll hit load, confirm, and voila, look at that. C and D. I've got all my tones, and you'll notice that I'm able to name them. That's pretty slick, so I could edit that if I wanted to. So no more just C1, C2. You can actually, give meaningful names to your patches. And that does get saved when you dump it back and forth between the synth. So right here, what I've done is I've used the same naming convention that Roland did when they made the synth. So if you go to your synth and you see this, kind of somewhat confusing save, load, write, I've added little indicators here to tell you exactly what you're doing. So the tones, I want to load them to the JX3P. I click on that, and then I confirm. I'm going to send them to the JX, and it takes me through this little wizard. So basically, this just tells you what you need to do over there on the synth. So it says hit tape memory, then load, which is button 16. So we go over here, tape memory 16, and then we play the tape dump. And you'll hear it. I put this here just so you can hear what a tape dump sounds like. You're welcome to mute it right here if you want to, so you don't have to listen to it or wake somebody up in your house in my case. So it is loading. If you go over here, you can notice now it's loading Bank D. And it will tell you when it's done. There you go, it's done. You can close this out. And sure enough, let's take a look at some of these. We have, let me see, SquarePants, Prosecco, and Rhodesish. Let's go see what we got. So we go to C1. Is this SquarePants? That sounds like SquarePants. And Prosecco? Sure enough. And look at this. All right, so that's pretty great. If you think about it, we had patches stored in the library in JP Patches, and we just zapped them over to the synth that simply. A couple of the things you should know about is you can reorder your patches. No longer do you have to shift them between this and your one open slot and then try to rearrange. You just do it right here. So I can order these any way I want. And if I wanted to go so far as to create a custom bank, I would click this. It opens up 2 empty banks of C and D. And from the active bank, you can just start dragging and dropping in here. This really allows you to order it any way you want. And if I had 3 hands, I'd show you that you can click on this and hold shift and you can grab like 10 and dump them over here. And I can switch over to the D bank and grab Subtle Sizzle, and I can put it in C or I can put it in D. Ghoulish Tremors right there. When you're done, you can just hit save to library and voila, it creates a new bank up there that you can then rename. Again, if I had 3 arms, I would show you, but you just click that and rename it to what you want to call it. And you can download that as a WAV file, whatever we call that. And it does have a bit of historical information here. So it tells you when and how this was created by whom. That's kind of it for that. The only other thing I would say, I might just stop there, because that's a lot of information.